was on Twitter, shocker, this week, and saw a tweet. I don't remember if it was like
Rap Radar.
Yeah, something like that, and they had this little graphic on there where like the Mount Rushmore of hip hop for the 2010s, and it had Drake in there. Obviously, it had J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, and then there was like just like a space for a fourth person. They were like, who deserves to be the fourth person? And I just thought it was disrespectful because everybody was saying Nicki Minaj should be the fourth person, but my point was I think she should have been the second person, and you probably could take J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar out and let them battle, and them and like Future or whatever battle it out. So my toast is going to Nicki Minaj because sometimes I think people forget that Nicki Minaj probably for like 5 or 6 years one of the, not only just one of the biggest rappers, hip hop artists,
pop stars,
biggest pop stars on the entire planet. We're gonna talk about runs later on in the podcast. Well, I mean, I don't know too many people who had a better run than Nicki Minaj had from like 2009, 2010 on to probably like 2015, 2016. Like, I'm a bit. I mean, I didn't even like that song like that.
Bass song,
gosh, Nicki Minaj was huge. I think people forget that because it's cool to dunk on Nicki Minaj now. Because obviously she brings some of the stuff on herself. Obviously, she can be obnoxious, but I mean, listen, I love J. Cole. J. Cole's been my guy for literally since 2009 when I first heard her warm up. I love Kendrick Lamar ever since I heard Good Kid, Mad City. Then I went back and listened to Section 80 after that. Neither one of them, if you take their best years, can compare to Nicki Minaj's run. I'm sorry, it's really not a debate for me. So
it's been a male dominated thing. So
people just assume. And I was like, especially Jake. I love Jake.
I'm about to say I'd argue you on Kendrick, but I can't.
I think that 4 was fine though. I think that 4 was very accurate.
I mean that's fine.
But the fact that we even had to debate over who was the fourth person, and just the fact that there was like, oh okay, maybe it's her, or even like LeBron James said, oh man, Future Hendrix. Be like, bro, what do you know? Clearly, you ain't paying attention either.
Future can be in the debate for the fourth. I can argue it.
Yeah, after Nicki Minaj has already been like, put in there and solidified. It's like he's saying like Nicki Minaj is like, you can't even talk about music in the 2010s without talking about Nicki Minaj. And like for me personally, I'm not even one of the people who like loved her first album like that. This is me, but I mean, and not take anything away from her, but even I could acknowledge like the impact that it had, and just like, bro, we all saw how Nicki Minaj was when she first came out. Like from Beam Me Up, Scotty, like going on, like we really never seen a woman rapper have that type of trajectory.
She was the one, which is why when their other ones popped up, like there was all this disrespect.
So much disrespect, and I get it. It's fun to dance with the dunk on Nicki Minaj, but she brings a lot on herself. But like that's absolutely.
I just think it depends. Like this is a bigger conversation, but they definitely catered that to more like rap, like actual rappers. Like if it was like as far as biggest impact, that 4 probably would have looked different. Drake and Nicki would have been on there. No, she
would
is.
have still been on even for.
I'm talking about.
This is what I said.
Because J. Cole and Drake come from
Drake
and
Nicki Minaj. Well, actually, this is what I said too. It should be Drake. Undisputed, it should be Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Kanye. And then you can have people argue for the 4th spot. You can have J. Cole, Kendrick, whatever.
I hate to say this is a kind of unpopular opinion, but like the body of work of the rest of them niggas, besides like Kendrick and J. Cole, like Kendrick been quiet for a while, like. I'm talking about like body of work and quality. Like, no, I'm not about to disrespect it.
Oh, was that the last one she put out?
Well, yeah, but even then, like,
she put out.
Like, he got like 3 albums that were platinum. Like, that's cool and all that. But like, when it comes to a consistency standpoint,
Queen or something.
I think we give Kendrick sometimes a little too much credit because I mean he's just really different. It's kind of in that J. Cole lane, like, and I feel like it's more we give him a little bit more pass because he is different than Drake and Kanye and
I do, which we get against Drake. I think people do use him as like a not he's excellent artist, but like because he's like the antithesis of Drake, and I think a lot of people run with that and think, oh, that's my guy. Yeah. I hate everything Drake stands for. Kendrick
because Kendrick, it's like
people didn't even rock with Kendrick until Damn took.
That's what I was saying.
Honestly, it wasn't until Damn that he got on. I mean, a lot of people like the real hip hop is like Good Kid.
What you call it gave him like did kind of propel him to more of a popular state, but it was just because they were trying to make up for not giving him the awards for Good Kid, Mad City. They gave him all the awards for The Pimp a Butterfly, but it was mainly to make up for the fact that they completely overlooked Good Kid, Mad City.
That's a good album.
I don't want anybody to say like all albums are great. I think all his albums we talked about are like top level class. I'm just saying, when you talking about Mount Rushmore, to me, we're not just talking about just being able to rap at that point.
Yeah.
We're talking about
impact.
We're talking about impact, influence,
all that. Even if you talk about being able to rap, I wouldn't even say Kendrick Lamar is better than
honestly, I don't even. This is probably an unpopular opinion. I love J. Cole. He's my guy. I don't really think J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar really who is trying to sound like them.
There's a few. Yes.
Okay, I can name you a lot of people trying to sound like Nicki Minaj and Kanye and Drake and even Lil Wayne and even now. So I mean, you're talking about impact, influence.
Gucci Mane
too, but I don't think you would be. But that's what I'm saying. There's a difference between being able to rap good and be able to influence. J. Cole is top level
from the same school as Drake.
But that's the thing.
They're under the Kanye influence.
But I feel like J. Cole
Nas, Jay-Z, like they're both.
He had a not. I wouldn't even say a late start because he's been for so long, but like. It's just always felt like he was an underground rapper for some reason.
That's what you're saying. But that's the perception. That's what it goes. Yeah, Malik is right.
It's like unless you've been out for so long, bro. Like Crooked Smile, or you know what I'm saying, like Can't Get Enough.
That was like
all that shit. Like
2 years ago.
Last episode too, man.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like now he's starting to get his flowers. You know what I mean? Like prior to
What's his flowers for like a while.
Well,
it's always been
Malik. What's the joint that he was on top of the Forest Hill?
Oh
yeah,
2014 Forest Hill.
It's probably his best album.
I feel like that's the one that was just like, okay, he's here, he's good.
Yeah, if you weren't like a super fan, like I think that was the album that really,
that evened it out. I mean, but even starting out, him and Drake were definitely like the two budding thing. Then Drake took off, and then Forest Hill Drive kind of caught him up a little bit. That's what I think.
With certain people, just to add in, I feel like with certain people though, it's hard to like try to emulate them just because of like how different they are.
Like, you can't copy J. Cole.
But I think J. Cole.
J. Cole, I would say Kendrick more so because J. Cole was just a really good rapper. I feel like there are people who are still really rap. I feel like Kendrick is.
I think it's like comparing Tim Duncan to Allen Iverson. Yeah. Tim Duncan is a way better player than Allen Iverson is, but Allen Iverson is probably the most influential athlete to have played basketball in the last. Him and Kobe, I guess, in the last 20 years. But Tim Duncan is like a better player. If you look ranked best basketball players of all time. Who wants to be like? Oh, I'm out of my game after Tim Duncan. I think that's the same thing with J. Cole and I'm not mean in a disrespectful way, but like, I don't.
Because with J. Cole, there's a ceiling on how high guys like that can go.
Right.
And with Kendrick, I feel like it's just, like I'm saying, with Kendrick, I kind of don't feel like it's like a ceiling. I feel like with Kendrick, it's just really hard to copy what Kendrick does because Kendrick came to the rapping thing, but Kendrick does so many different artsy things well that even though people are really creative now and really do find ways to emulate people, like you see 1,000 people trying to be Thug, it's still very hard to try to be like
You can't.
that's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to duplicate it, but not to say that makes him any better than Nicki Minaj or anything like that. It's just one of those things where it is hard. Like I hear what you're saying in terms of like who's trying to imitate you, because like even if we just want to like narrow the crap out of this, every woman rapper wants to be Nicki Minaj.
So that's the thing. Like you bring up a really good point. It's like as you were saying, I'm just thinking like how many rappers after Nicki Minaj like there wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Nicki Minaj.
No,
that's what she deserves. Like you got
and people will say like Nicki Minaj copied off Lil' Kim. Her look definitely. I'm not gonna say she definitely was influenced, but like her rapping style, like that, she had a very unique rapping style. I think a lot of people, men and women, try to copy Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, to this generation, like, she is
all the voices and shit. Like,
so speaking of buck, she's a better rapper than Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
Niggas can't even write on her shit.
People will look at you crazy when you say this. It's not even a debate.
I think it's just because it's an icon. Like, that's
fair enough, but I mean, a lot of Lil' Kim. Not to say that Lil' Kim's a bad rapper or anything like that, or the rhymes that she said are bad, anything like that. A lot of what Lil' Kim got was off being like a sex symbol. And like kind of like that, and
starting out her lyrics from Biggie's lyrics,
and that really helped if you have like the GOAT, maybe the GOAT to me. But it's one of those things. If you have him like writing your lyrics, that's going to change things. But Lil' Kim was like she's a sex icon, like not like to put her down, but it's like looks. Like with some of these new artists, it still looks, but it's like Megan Thee Stallion got bars. Like I mean, like we can discuss some of that. Like,
that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying.
And that's influenced by Nicki. It's like and they will always give credit to Lil' Kim because Lil' Kim's probably one of the first rappers to just be like super sexy and just like put it all in your face and that type of stuff. But it's like if you talking about who influenced a lot of them musically, you can hear it. Everybody's trying to be Nicki Minaj. Shoot, Nicki Minaj, Lil' Kim, people like that made it cool to go to the strip club. They made it cool. They influenced a lot of this culture that we seeing right now.
So like because it's weird because like I'll also like I'll be one of the people who Nicki Minaj annoys me. I had to unfollow her on all social media. She's obnoxious as shit. Don't get me wrong. But like I also feel like people go just so hard and you can not like the person, but not disrespect them is like.
She
like
she
a
belongs
star.
on there.
Like,
Whether you keep it strictly on some hip hop rap shit, like she belongs on there, or on Impact, she belongs up there. And either way.
Damn, that's smooth.